Hi y'all, Kraken Latte here. Welcome back to Dragonflight Alpha! We are again, of course, as you might have guessed, looking at professions. Because we still have a few more to go. We're almost done with professions. They've almost put them all in, but this week they've added tailoring and engineering. And I was particularly curious to see what's up with engineering, just because that one always has fun utility stuff. And the specializations are going to be very different. Now, this episode is recipes. The next video will be all about specializations. So, we're just going to dig right into this. I believe we have only 3 professions left to look at. That's excluding archaeology, which I've heard that they're not adding more of again for some reason, which is kind of a bummer. I like archaeology, personally. And let's see, cooking is here. What's the other one? Fishing. I haven't seen fishing yet. I'm not sure why. He doesn't seem to teach fishing. But besides those, we still have enchanting, herbalism, and mining. But everything else is slowly being added. We're almost done with professions. So, let's start with tailoring. And you will notice immediately, different from last little previews of these recipe videos, there's no result of recipes. Well, they added to this drop-down list. You can show unlearned or not show unlearned now, so that's pretty cool. This is the same spot as you see where you can go through all the other expansion part of your professions, but obviously I don't know any of them because this is a fresh character. Once we do, like on that note too, once we're able to copy professors? Wow, I don't even know what word that was supposed to be. Characters from live, I can show you more in-depth stuff with like how the specializations are going to affect old expansions. Like engineering, for example. Engineering and alchemy are the 2 that currently live have existing specializations. And, I mean, are they being removed? Are they being, like, added in? Like, you can learn all the new specializations. Does that override the old ones? Are the old ones still there? I don't know. I would have to level up my max classic to be able to do that. And since, of course, these are not live servers, the auction house is not going to be chock full of old materials that I need. And I'm not going to go spend, like, 10 hours farming everything. So when we can copy characters over, I'm going to be checking all that. But for now, let's focus on the new stuff. And we're going to look at all the recipes. So let's start with tailoring. Let's see what we got for tailoring. So we have the one recipe we know right now is Dragon Isles Unraveling. Unravel 5 cloth from the Dragon Isles and spin it into thread. This will destroy the cloth. Interesting. So we're going to be making thread for tailoring. I like that, actually. That seems kind of neat. I think you're able to make thread in some of the older expansion tailoring sections as well, but it's not like you're taking specific materials to make it like the old ones were. This one's like you're actually using cloth. Maybe the old ones were like that. It's been a while since I've looked at it, but this feels a little different. So this is neat. I like that idea. So more uses for cloth than just, the typical uses for cloth. So we have woven cloth section. We have Azure Weave bolt. This bolt of cloth is effervescent with the magic of the blue dragon. So it looks like we're going to be able to make new special cloth with our tailoring. I like that, personally. We've seen that in past expansions as well, but not every expansion has that for, leatherworking does it sometimes too. But I like that we'll be able to make unique cloth, like shadow cloth and fill cloth and ember silk and all that old stuff. You don't really actually find, well, we probably can find some of it in the world, maybe, but you make it. And I like this because as a tailor, yeah, you're gonna be enchanting your stuff. You're gonna be weaving your magics and elements into it. And that's really cool to me. So anyway, so that's Azure Weave Bolt. We have 5 different ones to choose from. We have Chrono Cloth Bolt. A spectacular bolt of cloth created with the magic of the bronze Dragonflight. I bet that's very pretty. Bloody Wilder Cloth Bolt. No information on that one. It's just bloody cloth. Yummy. Vibrant Wilder Cloth Bolt. So, green, it looks like, from the look of it. Wilder Cloth Bolt. Just generic ass, basic Wilder Cloth. Alright, well, that's that. So, Wilder Cloth, it sounds like, is one of the main cloths. There might be more than one, there usually is. But at least this time it looks like we have Wilder Cloth to start with. So, we have Blue Silken Lining. These are optional reagents. Plus 35 recipe difficulty. Recipes, wow, I am off to a great start today. Provides the following property. While above 90% health, gain mastery. Cool. Alright. Bronzed grip wrappings. It's tempting to just start over. I can't read, apparently. I'm too distracted today. Man. Bronzed grip wrappings. Plus 35 recipe difficulty. Provides the following property. Your spells and abilities have the chance to deal bonus damage or healing. Neat. Alright, now we have finishing reagents. Essence of Tear we have seen in the past ones, but I'll read them anyways. Just in case there's something new I don't remember. You know, it's a week between each of these profession little dives, so. When crafting, increases skill by 30. Neat. Wisp of Tear. When crafting, increases skill by 30. Woo. Abrasive Polishing Cloth. I feel like we saw polishing cloth as a needed reagent in one of the other professions. I don't remember which one. So interesting that it looks like tailoring will be making polishing cloth. I like that. Again, like I've said this probably every video, I like that each profession is going to be making stuff for the other professions to use. That just further encourages commerce, interaction, and you know, even if you're just doing it by yourself, like I probably will be, I'll be doing it for myself and for maybe like 1 or 2 friends at the most, because I'll have all the professions myself. It still feels RPG-ish, you know, because realistically, different professions work together. So anyway, so abrasive polishing cloth. When crafting, smooth away the roughness edges of your design, gaining plus 6 resourcefulness and plus 3 inspiration. Design. I bet that was for jewel crafting. That must be, because it's wanting fractured glass and stuff. Yeah, maybe it was for jewel crafting, because design is the word usually used for like jewel crafting recipes. Vibrant Polishing Cloth. When crafting with the aid of this mystical cloth and some sleight of hand, gain plus 3 bonus crafting skill from inspiration and plus 6 multi-craft. Cool. Chromatic Embroidery Thread. These icons are so pretty, by the way. When crafting, increases bonus crafting skill from inspiration by 15% and crafting speed by 15%. Again, with the crafting speed, we've seen that in various other professions. I like crafting speed. Thank you. If I'm going to be dipping into the mass production type of stuff to make some gold next expansion, which I might. I have done that in past expansions, but it's not that exciting for me. I like just being out in the world and playing instead of just hanging out and crafting all the time. So, but you know, the few times I have, I like the crafting speed. It's nice. And it makes sense too anyways. You know, you're going to get good at your craft, so you'll get faster. Shimmering Embroidery Thread. When crafting, plus 15 reagents saved from resourcefulness. Handy. Blazing Embroidery Thread. When crafting, increased profession skill gained by plus 1 skill, but crafting difficulty is increased. Oh, so that one has a negative? Is that a negative? It's worded like a negative. Difficulty is increased. Interesting. Interesting. We've seen some of that give and take type of stuff in our other professions, and I'm sure there's a better term for that, but you know, you get a positive but have to give up something or take on some sort of negative effect. Anyway, we have garments, and this time I am on a night elf, so you can better see what we're looking at this time. I should have got her naked first. Hold on. Let me get naked. Naked, naked, naked. I always forget this part. It's just easier. Like, I don't have to get naked, but it's just easier if I am so that you can see the specific piece that we are looking at. There we go. Good enough. All right. Here we go. So, very first one. Vibrant Wilder Cloth girdle. So here's a belt. A lovely belt at that. I like the very nice, simple belt with just, you know, it's got the loops in it. It's got a buckle. Very nice. So, this one it doesn't have any effects on it. It has a couple of random stats, and it's a belt. So, it's part of the Wilder Cloth set. So here's the gloves. I'm assuming these are the new models. Like, a lot of the older ones were placeholders. So I haven't gone back and looked. I'll do that later at some point when they're actually finished and look at everything again. But I'm assuming these are the new models. I'll find out as we get more pieces here. Vibrant Wilder Cloth hand wraps. So there's those. Vibrant Wilder Cloth head cover. Ooh, yeah, that's new. That's a lovely hood. I'm all for a good hood. And that's a lovely one. I really like that. Very simple and yet elegant. I like it. Vibrant Wilder Cloth shawl. Ooh, neat short little cloth. Well, obviously cloth, but cloak there. Very nice. I like the colors. Kind of like, it's not white, it's like an off-white, like creamy golden white. Very nice, very nice. A vibrant Wilder Cloth shoulder spikes. Ooh, now those are lovely. I like that. So this is going to be like a cream, whitish, red, and goldish looking set, probably. Majority. Interesting, interesting. Nothing special on that one. Vibrant Wilder Cloth slacks. Nice pants. They're very simple, but I like the little accents around the ankles. Those are nice. I like the accents around the top of the pants. And I love this little, like, I'm sure there's a proper word for it, but, like, I just call it the butt V that you see in some pants. Like, it gives your body some shape. It looks like we're doing it a little bit on the front as well. And it gives some character to the gear, even though it's very simple. So, I approve of that. Very nice. Vibrant Wilder Cloth slippers. Alright, we got some boots this time, it looks like. Assuming they're supposed to do that. The upper part matches. Very nice, very nice. Alright. Starting to look pretty fly here. Vibrant Wilder Cloth vestments. Yep, there's the robe. I was waiting for it. Very pretty. Very pretty. I like this. This is nice and classy looking for a basic set here. And then we have the wrist wraps, which you can't see. Let's see. Reset. Boop. There we go. Those are the bracers. So that's the lovely set of the Vibrant Wilder Cloth. How nice. Alright, now we have the PvP version, which is crafted PvP name. Wilder Cloth bands. Obviously not done. The equip is increase the item level to 283 in PvP combat and war mode. It's probably the same on all of them. Let's see. This one appears to be the same. Yeah, these probably are placeholders for now, unless they're visually the same. That's also possible. Yeah, I think these, yeah. This looks like it's going to be it's either going to be the same exact set, or it's just placeholder copy from the previous one, because it's not done. Oh! 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 Yes! Thank you! I hope that stays. So if I'm totally fine if it is a copy of the other set, by the way, but this, notice something different? Chess piece. Thank you. Please, 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 please give us more options of chest and robe versions because, like, that looks nice. I like robes, but I'm not really like a robe person, honestly. If you want the robe look, that's perfectly good and fine. But, like, I have a lot of clothy characters that would, RP-wise, kind of not really wear robes. But, you know, so this is nice. I like the look at that, especially since, if you look at it this way, you can see the pants! You can see, like, the belt more clearly. You can see the boots. I don't need to go on about all this, but chest, please. That's what it comes down to. All right. Explorer's Tailored Cloak. So, we have another cloak here. This is a blue version. Does this look any different? Does not seem to. Might be another temporary. Yeah, looks the same for now. That's fine. It might not be done. Yeah, I think this part here might not be either not done or it's not supposed to. Some old boots do this too, where they, with the right set of pants, they'll like take on whatever the calf part of your pants are in color and just make boot shape. It's really weird. But yeah, it's turning my skin into the upper part of the boots. Skin boots. Anyway, yeah, those are temporary. Okay, so is there anything special on these I need to look at? It doesn't look like it. These are just regular blue whatevers. Okay, so moving on. We have Azure Weave garments. Amice of the Blue. Ooh, that's new. Yep, that's a new model. Those are pretty. I love transmog so much. Ooh, and this has a thingy on it too. Equip. Your damaging spells and abilities have the chance to trigger a burst of arcane energy, dealing 932 arcane damage to enemies in an 8-yard radius. Now that sounds fun. I like equipment that does stuff like that, like, because then it makes you think, like, do I want to go with the higher item level, or, you know, if it's like, you know, not drastically higher, or do I want to stick with this one for a while and get the neat ability off of it? Because, you know, that, you know, choices are good. Now we have Azure Weave mantle. So it looks like the same as the previous one, might be temporary because that's not very blue. Let's see, this one's part of a set. So it's a 2 set. Your damaging and healing spells and abilities have the chance to invoke latent Azure Weave properties. Dealing damage has the chance to grant piercing Azure Weave, increasing intellect by 41 for 8 seconds, and healing has the chance to grant flowing Azure Weave, restoring 268 mana per cast for 8 seconds. So, very cool. So that's kind of a healery type set of shoulders. Let's see. Looks like a placeholder. We got the oh, I need to read the robe. So, oh, this is probably just part of the, yeah, robe, slippers, mantle. This is the Azure Weave set. So placeholder, it looks like, yeah, placeholder boots. All right, bloody hand wraps of gesticulation. Okay. Duration of incoming interrupt and silence effects reduced by 10%. So it looks like these ones kind of match the, yeah, those match the shoulders. What is gesticulation? That I like, they've been teaching. I know a lot of words, okay, but I've been learning a lot of words. This coming alpha expansion, whatever you want to call it. Define gesticulation. What does this word mean? Come on, Google. Why are you being slow? It is a gesture, especially a dramatic one, used instead of speaking or to emphasize one's words. And the example is, he punctuated his speech with wild Gesticulations. So is it gesticulations or gesticulations? Yeah, it shows a J, so it's gesticulation, like gesture. Okay, so it's just like waving your arms around wildly and like casting crazy stuff. So like a real caster, hand signs and shit. Cool. We learned a thing. Blue Dragon Rider's robe. Oh, what a lovely robe. Now that's very nice. I like a good purple and blue. Oh, that's very nice. I like this. This is pretty. This is very pretty. And we have blue dragon souls. Placeholders. Alright, so the robe doesn't seem to do anything. The souls have an equip. After 2 seconds, your movements charge your next spellcast, granting up to 5 stacks of 13 intellect. Very neat. And, in case you didn't notice, it looks like all of these are labeled as BOP, but as a reminder, we're supposed to be able to craft BOP armor for other people via the order crafting system, which, from what I've seen, the order crafting system is kind of in, but I don't really have access to it right now. That was last week and I missed it, but it wasn't like 100% done anyways. So don't worry about that. I will get to that when it's more ready. It was pretty early, it looked like, from what I was seeing from other folks. So moving on, that was the Azure Weave stuff. Now we have Chrono Cloth garments. So here's a belt. Ooh, and what a lovely belt that is. I like that. We have Allied Cinch of Time Dilation. Equip. Using a spell or ability has a chance to rally 10 nearby allies to victory for 10 seconds. When rallied, allies gain 38 versatility. Neat. Now we have Bloody Leg Wraps of Possibility, and those are interesting. I kind of thought it was just shorts for a second. Oh, I kind of like these though. These are like capris. They're not full pants. Interesting. Alright. So these are... What do these do here? After recovering from a loss of control effect, you become empowered with possibility, increasing haste by 153 rather. May only occur once per 30 seconds. These sound like PvP pieces, but they don't say PvP. Not that that really matters. I mean, you could use it anywhere. But they sound like PvP stuff. Now we have Bronze Dragon Rider's Wraps. So those are bracers. Okay. And then we have Chrono Cloth gloves, which look to be possibly a duplicate of the other ones visually. Could be a placeholder. This one's part of a 2-set. Between the gloves, leggings, and sash, your damaging and healing spells and abilities have the chance to store away moments of time. Interesting. Upon reaching 20 stacks, release your stored time and gain 213 haste. Interesting. Here's the Chrono Cloth leggings. Yep, those look like just like the other ones. It's part of the same set, and here's the sash. Yeah, looks like those might be placeholders. And then we have Hood of Surging Time. Ooh, that's a neat hood. Look at that. That's cool. That is very cool. I'm definitely going to be using that on somebody. I like the look of that. That's very, Oh, Canary, if you're watching this. I know you're watching this. It reminds me of Casimir. Her character. He's kind of Loki-ish. So that's kind of what it reminds me of. Yeah, and he's a mage, which is perfect. Anyway, what does this hood do? Nothing. Hood of Surging Time. But it's beautiful, though. Very beautiful. Can't wait for that whole set to be complete. Alright. Profession garments. Question mark. Dragon Cloth Tailoring Vestments. This is an accessory. This is a tailoring accessory. So plus 56 inspiration, plus 37 multicraft. Equip. You have a chance to occasionally find cloth on Dragonkin in the Dragon Isles. Interesting. So does that mean you need the accessory to be able to loot cloth? or you just get more cloth. Or do Dragonkin not drop cloth on their own? I don't know. Interesting. I can't confirm or deny that. That's just speculation there. We have Master's Wilder Cloth Alchemist Robe. Plus 29 resourcefulness, plus 43 crafting speed. Okay. We have Chef's Hat. Master Wilder Cloth Chef's Hat. Interesting. And this is a cooking accessory. Plus 43 crafting speed, plus 29 multi-craft. We have the Master Wilder Cloth Enchanter's Hat. So, plus stats. I guess I don't need to read the stats out on each of them. Master's Wilder Cloth Fishing Cap. So there's a fishing hat. Looks like we are the hat profession. Master's Wilder Cloth Gardening Hat. So for herbalism. Nice. Here is the Wilder Cloth Alchemist's Robe for alchemy, obviously. Enchanter's Hat. We have the Chef's Hat, the Fishing Hat, the Gardening Hat, and the Tailor's Coat. Very cool. And no, I don't know what any of these look like. I'm trying to look at them, but it doesn't seem to let me, so that's okay. Spell Thread. Moving on. Looks like here's some more thread that we can make. This is Frozen Spell Thread use. Apply Frozen Spell Thread to your leggings, permanently increasing its intellect by 404 and stamina by 404. So these are leg enchants, it looks like. Very cool. Temporal Spell Thread. Apply Temporal Spell Thread to your leggings, permanently increasing its intellect by 135 and mana by 3%. And then we have Vibrant Spell Thread, which increases your intellect by 81, it looks like, if you put it on your pants. So, very cool. Alright, bags. I've heard the bag size has been increased, so let's see what we get. Chrono Cloth Reagent Bag. So there's a 36 slot reagent bag. That's that extra little 5th bag we have now. That's why there's no bag in that slot there. I've been told that that is specifically for reagent bags now. I'm assuming it includes the old reagent bags as well, because the reagent bags themselves are not new. They've been around a long time, but, you know, they currently have to replace one of your existing 4 bags, so personally I never use them because nothing else can go in that slot, so, you know, it makes it kind of useless to me. But this extra container slot is supposed to be for these reagent bags, and all of your reagents are just going to be stuffed in there. So it's an addition. It's like having the reagent tab from your bank, but on you. So that's neat. Now we have the Azure Weave Expedition Pack. We have a 34 slot regular bag. So very pretty. I like the icon on that. I hope we get a backpack version of that because that looks gorgeous. I'm a big sucker for the blues and the purples. I think I've said that before, but it's very pretty. Wilder Cloth Bag. There's a 32 slot bag. And then Simply Stitched Reagent Bag. It's another 36 slot reagent bag. So very cool. Very cool. Now we have Assorted Embroidery. Duck Stuffed Duck Lovey. It's a toy. Take a nap with your favorite ducky. Oh! That's cute. So it's going to make a stuffed duck, apparently. And you take a nap with it, apparently. That's adorable. Alright, Forlorn Funeral Pall, another toy. Covers the recently deceased in a mourning cloth. A small token of respect for the recently deceased. Yeah, that sounds like something that people are going to definitely use in PvP if it lets you. They're going to put, you know, little thing on your face. Kind of like the flag. There's PvP flags where if you kill someone, you can put a flag on their corpse type of thing. Alright, Explorers, Banner of Dragon Isles Flora. Use. Place down a banner that focuses the will of nearby herbalists, granting increased deafness and increased finesse when gathering for 10 minutes. Only usable in Dragon Isles. Interesting. It's got a 1 hour cooldown. Like, it seems really cool, but my thought here is, first of all, why? And second of all, you have to place it down. How big is the range on it? Because, like, I don't know about you, but when I do herb gathering, I'm not sticking around in one place that's going to be buffable by a banner. Like, you go across an entire zone, or you follow like a route, because, you know, they disappear. Once you pick the flower, they vanish, and then you have to move on until it respawns. You know, by the time you come back around in a loop or something. So, I'm not sure how effective that's going to be. Maybe I'm wrong about that now. I don't know. That's just kind of my thought. But interesting. Does that mean there's going to be a place where we don't have to run off and, like, do a big ol' huge loop across the zone? I don't know. Interesting. Interesting to see what happens with that there. Now we have Explorer's Banner of Dragon Isle's Geology, so it looks like this is the same thing except for miners. And then we have an Explorers League Exploring Tent. This is a toy. Places an Explorers League Exploring Tent to rest and relax under. Pitch up Explorers League tent to set up camp. Cool! So we get a toy. We get a toy tent. Thank you, Blizzard. Thank you. The reason I'm saying thank you is there are tents that you can make in Warlords of Draenor that are really cool. And I think they even give rested while you're in them, but the problem is they only work while you're there in Draenor. You can't use them anywhere else. It's a tent. Why? I don't know. That just seems weird to me, you know? So this is cool. I like that we're gonna have a tent. Thank you. I like that. That feels very RPG-ish. So, cold cushion. So another toy. Place a cooling cushion to soothe a rough wipe. Okay. What? I'm assuming use after rough wipes. I need context. Is this a wipe as in, like, you wiped a raid? Like, you all died and failed horribly? But I don't think so. It's a cold cushion, so you need to sit on it. Are we gonna be eating something bad? Are we gonna get, like, butt diseases? I mean, like... What is this? Okay, Anyway, moving on. Cushion of time travel. My butt can time travel. Alright. Another toy. Place a time traveling cushion that can be sat on and moves through time for 5 minutes. It only goes forward. Slowly. Okay, hold on. So, does it actually move through time? Because technically we're always traveling through time forward slowly. Technically. Alright. I'm more amused by these than I should be. Hey, another tent. Market tent. Places a market tent to shop and relax under. Set up shop to peddle your wares or just relax under the awning. Now, is that just flavor text? Or can we actually be a vendor and sell stuff? Like either the Pandaren noodle cart, or if you're a crafter, can you sell stuff like the order? Is it a mobile order system thing? I'm probably thinking too big on that one, but that would be really cool. I will definitely make this and test it. And if it is anything beyond what it says it is, you know, like it is an actual market tent, I will let you know. But interesting. Alright, so Wilder Cloth Weapon Upholstery. Pads your weapon, reducing its damage to 1 for 1 hour. Oh, well, that's really handy. Now, you're probably going, why the heck would you want to reduce your damage to 1 for 1 hour? Well, this is for questing in the old world. Or if, like there's a lot of quests where you need to get them to a certain percentage of health and then use an item on them. And the problem with that is if you're even remotely too high for the zone, you're gonna destroy the thing. And currently there's only 2 ways to get, that I know of, really to get around that. There's one, using the soft foam sword toy, or the There's a toy version, and then there's another version of it that you can pick up from the Darkmoon Fair. Soft foam sword. Or by taking off all your armor, killing yourself, and taking res sickness, and then fisting things. Yeah. So so this prevents that. This is good. I will be making these and putting them in my bank. Thank you. Thank you, Blizzard. That's handy. This prevents the need to have to use the toy, and that toy doesn't always work. Like, it doesn't work on some elites. It doesn't always work. It just doesn't. So, yeah, very handy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Wilder Cloth Bandage. Alright, so now we have a bandage. Heals 11k damage over 8 seconds. So, in case you're wondering and didn't know, First Aid was absorbed, what was it, BFA now? Into Tailoring. Which, I know some folks didn't like, but I didn't mind, personally. I mean, it fits anyways. I mean, it's a type of cloth usage, technically, and all it was bandages and, like, antivenoms and stuff, which we don't even really use anymore. So that's fine with me. So I like this. So, okay, so that looks like that was all of the tailoring stuff. What time are we at? Yep. So that will be it for this episode. I will divide engineering, and I'll probably need to anyways, divide engineering and tailoring into 2 different videos, because I'm expecting engineering is going to be chock full of stuff. Engineering is always the one with the fun utility items. I like engineering, so I'm excited to see what we have coming with that one. I am very excited for all this. So this looks great. This looks great. I mean, that's about what you would expect from tailoring, and they tried to do some fun things over here. That cold cushion, anyway, so I like the tents. Looking forward to this. So that's tailoring. Recipes. I will do specialization in its own video in a day or 2, so you will see that as well. So thank you so much for watching. As always, remember, it's never too latte. Bye-bye!